Hi, Andy. How you doing?
Very good, thanks, Ken. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Thanks for joining us. Obviously, in a perfect world, we'd be meeting at NAB in a couple weeks, but that's not going to be happening this year. But we want to make sure that you have a chance to kind of get some of your messaging out to our audience and to our members. And also for people who may not be familiar with Harmonic, kind of give them an overview of kind of what the company's all about. So, because I know it's obviously over the years evolved greatly. So maybe a quick little elevator pitch.
Sure thing. So Harmonic has really become predominantly a software company. We've gone from hardware-centric ASIC-based products to everything that we work on today is running on compute, essentially. So it means networking, cloud-based solutions, on-prem cloud, and even our appliances are heavily compute-oriented. We cover a wide range of workflows, but really the easiest way to think of it is in terms of source to screen solutions, which means we can deal with baseband and compressed inputs and outputs. We deal with stream processing for broadcast and OTT. We will do ingest and playout and video servers, storage systems that get used for editing in production, studio-based solutions as well. And then on the delivery side, we're handling everything from your encoding for ABR for your OTT style delivery and VOD libraries to the live streaming for broadcasts with multiplexing and StatMux encryption, and also doing effectively the same thing really for the OTT side. So we're creating those ABR encoded streams for all the different target devices. Connecting everything together with CDNs and then delivering that to consumers, even ready for ad insertion and blackout and various other things. So it does cover a very wide area when it comes to content delivery.
Sure. So for the sports market, obviously, the current situation, live events is a challenge, but there's still obviously the need to maintain the back offices via cloud services. They're looking to deliver content still to people, whether it's a lot of archived content. So in terms of your product roadmap for NAB, what are some of the big developments coming down the pike as far as cloud-based solutions and sort of that kind of area, which is obviously growing?
Absolutely. So the cloud side of our business has grown significantly. It's a lot of our R&D effort is in that area. We offer public cloud-based solutions and on-prem cloud solutions. The approach we've taken with these is really for develop for the cloud. What we've not done is try to lift and shift appliance-based products to the cloud. These are all things written specifically for the environment.
Right.
So take advantage of where it's relevant, and they're not held back by things that we think about in context of on-prem classic hardware. Innovation-wise, there's a number of different things going on in this space. We are heavily invested in, as I said, the end-to-end, the source-to-screen approach. And we have really two-prong attack with that. First of all, for the live streaming side of things, a lot of work takes place, obviously, ongoing in compression quality. So we have a technology called IQ, which is able to drop the bit rate of your encoding and maintain the same image quality as much as 50% less bandwidth for the same encoding quality. And you don't need any special players or anything to make that work.
Right.
We continue to innovate on the UHD front. We're able to support 4K live streaming. We're now working on 8K. So that's an interesting one. 8K I think is very niche-y, I suppose you could say. Yes. But the 4K thing is in really good shape. We also have leveraged the software, cloud-oriented software, also on our appliance side. So there's a new XOS appliance-based set of solutions that encompass encoding and MUX and various other facilities as well. And then the other great thing, returning to cloud, is that we're now able to offer the management of distribution. And management, we mean including things like management of disputes and blackout and content substitution. for distribution over the internet.
Right.
So rather than using satellite-based distribution, you can actually now use the internet. And because our platform is cloud-based, you are using a web browser to turn on and off services, manages who gets what, and also to personalize the streams for your distributors. So this can mean things as simple as providing triggers where you can substitute local programming,
Sure.
or as I said, manage the blackout, but also we can actually put in specific content for specific regions or even individual distributors, graphics wise, with clips, with triggers that are tailored specifically for them. So it really gives you fine-grained control of your distribution through the cloud.
Right. That's great. Do you think in general, I mean, I know people have, on the production side, there's been a lot of conversation about how this current situation is having people look at workflows they may have been looking at for a year or two down the line. They're suddenly saying, okay, wait a second, we have to look at it this way because our on-air talent can't leave their house, our producers can't leave their house, everyone's working remotely and having to make the most of their bandwidth, which you touched on. How do you see kind of this situation kind of changing the workflows long term? I mean, do you think organizations are learning right now, wait a second, if we use these tools, it allows us to work this way, and we can kind of work this way even when things quote unquote return to normal?
I think that this is the thing. In a way, it's become a forcing function for things people were thinking about longer term. We are certainly seeing that a lot of this is actually coming from service continuity from that point of view, because, as I said, we're very live streaming oriented. And so people are thinking about, how do I actually maintain my service? And then also, how do I secure it too?
Right.
That means that, you might be doing an OTT based sporting event, let's say. You might do that on-prem, that would be the normal way. But, if I know I'm going to have a peak in users, how do I actually ensure that we're going to be able to support all of those users? Well, the cloud has great solutions for that. And, we're able to offer that to people on a pay-per-use type model. So just a few hours to support that event and turn it back off again when you're done. So this is the sort of thinking we're certainly encountering. We are also connected, obviously, to the sort of concepts of remote production and REMI type approaches too. They tend to feed us, as opposed to us offering those specific solutions ourselves. But obviously, we're very connected to that, classically through contribution encoding and distribution, but also on stream-based solutions that run through the cloud.
Right. Great. Excellent. Well, thanks for your time. And it was a quick 5 minutes, but I really appreciate it. It's actually about 6, so it's good. Got some bonus time with you. Obviously stay safe and healthy, and best of luck to you and the rest of the team at Harmonic. And thanks as always.
All right. Thank you very much, Ken.